Hello guys, this is Maureen Larza, and today we're going to have an experiment with vitamin C. Here we have 2 glasses of water, symbolize our body because our body is made out of 70% water. Here we have betadine that symbolize toxins that goes inside our body. Our body has toxins because of the food we eat, stress, alcohol, food that we eat, pollution, medicines. Now our body is full of toxins. Here we have vitamin C. This is one of the most popular in the pharmacy, and we will put this in our body. Vitamin C has the ability to remove toxins. The vitamin C is made in the laboratory because you cannot get a clear vitamin C from nature. So now let's put vitamin C inside and let's see what will happen. Do you see the vitamin C is changing color? Because vitamin C removes the toxin. Do you see the bubbles? Because it's the chemical reaction of the vitamin C with the toxin. Most of the vitamin C is made out of chemicals, but Sante Barley vitamin C is made out of rice and wheat. So now, let's put Sante Barley vitamin C and let's see what will happen. Do you see that it totally cleans and without any chemical reaction? Okay guys, I hope you enjoy our experiment today with vitamin C. I'm Maureen Larza and I'm always on grass.
Hello guys, this is MJ Socrates, and today we're gonna do an experiment with sanitary napkins. Yes, they thought that I was the best guy to do an experiment with napkins. But anyways, so here as you can see is a normal sanitary napkin that you can buy from the market. And yes, ladies, from the color, I think you understood also the brand. So, this sanitary napkin is a commercial sanitary napkin. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare it with the Sante Barley Moments napkin. So we're gonna do 2 experiments. The first one is, let's check the material so you can come closer, so you can touch it. Most of the sanitary napkins in the market are made out of recycled paper. They are made out of plastic material and toxic chemicals. And guys, this is the long napkin. As you can see, it is quite long, and also it is long because it is for long hours. Usually the ladies use this when they go to sleep, so it will be more absorbent. So the first experiment we're gonna do is about the absorption of the napkins. So now here we have the Moments napkins of Sante Barley. And as you can see, first of all guys, you can see that the packaging is different from the ones that you buy from the market. Because here this is a resealable package. Okay, so let's open one and take out one. So it's resealable to preserve the quality. Okay, so first of all, let's open this up and let's get a feel of that material. So if you come closer guys, and if you could touch this, you could see that it's totally different material compared to this one that feels kind of plastic, you know? But this is really doesn't feel any plastic at all, because the materials made here is purely natural materials. So these are all made out of no chemicals, and these are first use paper, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. So now let me stick this one as well here. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm really expert in this, you know, because I've tried this before. So I know what I'm doing. So first of all, you can see it's quite longer. You know, you can see the difference in the size. It's quite longer. So the first experiment, as we said, we will see the absorption capacity of each napkin. So we're gonna take a syringe and we're gonna put around, let's say, 50 ml of water. So, okay, so this is 50 ml of liquid, as you can see, and we're gonna pour on this Sante napkin. Why 50 ml? Because usually a lady the whole day during her period, she has around 40 to 50 ml discharge. Okay, so we're gonna put that in the Moments napkin. Okay, so there goes 50 ml. So now let me take other 50 ml. Okay, and let's put now in the brand X. And as you can see, the glass still has quite a lot. Actually, this is still more than 50 ml. It should be around 70. Okay, so now let's pour this in the brand X. Okay, so we're pouring it in the 50 ml of liquid. And remember, this is the long napkin for more absorption capacity. Okay, so we've put that in there, and now let's do the first experiments. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Wow, can you see that, guys? Can you see that the scented barley napkin didn't have even one drop? While on the other hand, we have the brand X, and almost all of the liquid came out. And you can see that it's still leaking. Okay, guys, so look how absorbent is our napkins. Okay, so now let me wipe it a little bit here. Okay, let's clean it a little bit here. So you see that it really has too much water coming out. Okay, so now that is the first experiment. So we see how absorbent the napkins are. You know, that's why usually ladies every second they go and change their napkins, because it doesn't really absorb that well. And guys, that is not economic for me. So let's now go to the second experiment. Let's open the napkins. So let's check out what are these napkins made of. So let's first open the brand X. Let's remove first the first layer. Okay, so this is the first layer, guys. So if you come closer, look at my finger. It's totally dry. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here, and then you can check that is wet. Okay, so now if you see this closer, you're gonna notice that there are some colorings in this first layer. So where do the colorings come from? So as you can see, it comes from this layer. Why? Because these are chemical dyes. So this is colors that they put to look better. But if that toxic chemical goes from here and goes here, so guess where it will go next? Yes, you imagine it right, it will go straight to the women. Why? Because it's not like eating something and you just go in the toilet and take it out, but when you are bleeding and something toxic touches your blood, it goes straight into your bloodstream. That's why a lot of ladies, this is one of the reasons why almost all of the ladies today have their health problems when it comes to their reproductive system. So this is the next layer, which is filled with chemical dyes, okay, coloring. And when you do this, you can see that the color is really transferring, you know, so it's moving. Okay, and then we go here to the next, and this is, okay, mainly cotton, okay. And why isn't cotton a good material to use? Because cotton helps bacteria to grow. If you remember, when we were at school, you would grow beans or lentils in a piece of cotton because it helps keep moisture, keeps heat, and helps the bacteria to grow. And that is why a lot of ladies get also a lot of infections, and it's really smelling bad, because it helps the moisture to stay there in your sensitive area, and also it helps the bacteria to grow. So, and here in the back you have the plastic. Okay, so these are what the brand X is made of. So now let's check out what the Sante Moment napkins is really made of. Okay, so now let's open this. The Sante Napkins is made out of 7 layers. So let's remove the first layer. Okay. So first of all, check out my finger that is totally dry. And now let me do this. And guys, it's still totally dry. Trust me guys, I'm touching it right now and it's still really dry. You can see that my fingers are really dry. And do you remember that the water came from this first layer? So it's totally dry. So now also what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place all the materials inside this glass of water that you can see that it's still almost half full, okay? So I'm gonna put that in. And here we have this strip, which is with anions. What are anions? It's negative charged ions, which this helps the women. And how? They help them in 2 ways. First, it helps remove the toxins from your body, and secondly, it helps for you to have a better mood. And let me give you an example. Whenever you go to the beach, why most of the people are really in a good mood? Because everyone is not wearing any shoes and your feet is touching the ground. And ground contains anions, and that is the therapy that we call earthing. Okay, so now we're gonna take this and put it here as well. Let's move on to the next layers. Okay, okay. So now here we're going to the next layers. So this is the next layer, as you can see. Okay, so we're gonna put that in as well. And then there is another layer here. Okay, and here you can see these small bubbles, you know, like jelly. So this is the material that really absorbs the water. Okay, when it absorbs, it becomes something like a jelly, and this is quite absorbent. So we're gonna take it together with the next layer. As you can see, behind it is the next layer, so it's easier for me to transfer. So I'm gonna pour all of that inside here as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there, and then we're gonna continue on to the next layers. Okay, and the next layers until the last 7 layers of the Sante Moments napkin. Okay, and as we remember earlier, this was almost half glass full of liquid, of water. So now what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna push this a little bit there, you know, and I'm gonna do another magic trick. I'm gonna turn this around, okay? 1, 2, 3. Wow. Can you see that, guys? Not even one drop of water. And if you remember, this glass was almost half full. That is how absorbent the Sante Moment napkins are. And also, the Moments napkins are made out of natural material. It's not made of recycled paper, but it's made from first use paper. Okay, so this is quite beneficial for the ladies. So I hope you enjoyed our experiments again today. Thank you very much. My name is MJ Socratus and I'm always on grass.
Hello guys, I'm Maureen Elarza and today I'm going to show you how Sante Barley works in our body. Here we have 1 glass of water. The water symbolizes our body because our body is made out of 70% water. So here we have a light bulb connected to the electricity with 2 poles. So I'm going to put it inside and we will see what will happen to the light bulb. Okay? 1, 2. Do you see that the light is almost dead? Because the water that we are drinking don't have all the nutrients that we need. And the water that we are drinking is not alkaline. So here we have capsules of 100% organic barley grass from New Zealand. So here we have a barley grass in a vegetable capsule, 0.5 grams. And now we will pour the barley grass inside a glass of water. Oops. And we will see what will happen in our body when we drink Sante Barley. So now we will see what will happen in our body when we drink Sante Barley. Can you see the light? Wow, look how strong is the light. This is what happens when we drink barley grass. Because barley grass has all the nutrients that our body needs. And barley grass is one of the most alkaline foods in the world. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching our experiment today. I hope you guys are excited to try Santè Products. And I am Maureen and I'm always on grass.